passionate about the hard-hitting stories that matter. Get ready to challenge your perception and discover the real world. Let's dive deep into the issues that affect our communities, revealing the untold stories and giving you a voice. No sensationalism, no bias, just raw, unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
It's 2025. The biggest conversations are happening on Hard Facts.
If the model of Ebola was genuinely interested in local government funds, would have protested to be cancelled.
Somebody is receiving 30,000 naira after serving the country for 5 years.
From the stories shaping Nigeria's future.
And he don't put my mood further whenever people are clapping, he's praise singers when they ought to be telling him the truth.
I mean, he did not do any remarkable thing in your state, and you are celebrating corruption time.
To real-time feedback from you, the citizens.
There is propaganda. They can never make it work. I will not support that tax reform.
If NBS is turning out very fake data to us, because this data lacks empirical evidence.
We dig deep with the decision makers, hold the powerful accountable, and keep the conversation alive on social media. Join Maryann Okon every Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the most interesting news and current affairs show on radio.
I'm so sorry. I hate it when people make assertions from very skewed and biased places.
Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
Well, it's a brand new week. What can I say? The weekend was packed with a lot of stories as usual. Welcome to the big weekend. It's Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. This will be your most authentic news experience. And that's the one you're having on the radio station, which is the #1 talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itimi and Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. And I am Maryann Okon welcoming you. I hope you had a great weekend because the week is about to start. In fact, you don't start. What time is it? It's 9 minutes past 3. So we're gradually dividing the day into 2. But the stories keep coming. Nigeria is that gift that keeps giving because, you know, every single day somebody tries to make the news. And so, well, today we're going to be looking at INEC. We're going to be talking about the PDP. We're going to be talking about budgeting. We're going to be talking about Obasa. Yes, he's back in the news. In case people were underestimating him, he's back. And a lot more as we look at the big stories for today. And then, of course, on the 4 o'clock hour, road safety is going to be in the studio. Yes, it's sensitization time. Are you ready? Well, it's the beginning of the year, so road safety needs to let you know. And there's been too many accidents, and really too many. Some that could have been avoided, like the one that happened in Ondo. My heart goes out to all of those who have family members that were involved in that accident. May their souls rest in peace. And on the 5 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about corruption. Should we be advocating for the death sentence, or are we joking? From now until 6 p.m., it promises to be no dull moment. But without further delay, shall we get into the business of the day? Because it's time for us to look at the big 3 stories for the week. But first, let's look at the big 3.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the big 3 stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big 3 every weekday 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Facts. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello Lagos, hello Nigeria, hello world. This is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. Welcome to Hard Facts. We're starting with the big weekend stories. Don't forget, we're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Let's look at the big stories that made the weekend, shall we? Let's start with the 2025 budget. Now, many are calling out INEC for an outrageous and excessive budget, they say. They're saying 126 billion naira, too excessive for INEC in a non-election year. And this is a group of CSOs telling INEC this. So the Nigeria Civil Society Situation Room has expressed a concern over the recent demand by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for an increase in the budgetary allocation from 40 billion to 126 billion to conduct off-cycle governorship elections in Anambra, to carry out continuous voter registration and the replacement of damaged materials, among other activities. Now, the convener of the body, Eunice Ayao, who made the observation at the weekend in Abuja, wondered why INEC was demanding for so much money, such an amount of money, in a year where there's no general election per se. It's an off-cycle election, one state. Regretting that INEC's demand comes at a time when citizens are calling for a clean register of voters in Nigeria, he urged the Commission to work with other public identity management agencies to clean up the register in a way that eliminates the deficiencies in the current one. Now, don't forget, I had a conversation last week, if I'm not mistaken, with someone from Yaga Africa, and one of the issues that were raised was this issue of money, financing, and the off-cycle elections, and the amount of monies that are wasted. I'm using the word wasted here knowingly. Because if we did have a unified calendar of sorts, we'd necessarily not have to ask for more money every 2 years to have off-cycle elections. So maybe, should we be considering not just the NIN and not just BVNs to help us with the conduct of the elections, but also consider maybe unifying or bringing back the calendar and shrinking it to what it used to be? But then one would ask, can you do that without some sort of opposition? Because people will say, well, you're not going to let me, finish out my years. How does that work? Yeah. Let's move away from that. Let's talk about Obasa, former Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. Well, he's back in the news. Obasa's ousting divides the APC as factions battle over control. Let's see what's going on here. And this one's in the Guardian newspaper. Tinubu's directive reinstating Obasa fake news, says lawmaker. Governor's Advisory Council may take final position today. Group urges lawmakers and Obasa to reconcile for state unity. Residents are urging legislators to improve delivery on democracy dividends. And these are some of the key things to take away in that story. But let me give you some more background. The removal of Mudashiru Obasa, the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, and his replacement by Mojisola Miranda may not be settled, even though it has been 3 weeks since his colleagues ousted him. By the way, he's still a member of the House of Assembly, just a floor member, not necessarily that he's been tossed out of the Assembly. Now, a media report had flown around that the president mounted pressure on Lagos State House of Assembly members to allow the former speaker to return as speaker. Tinubu was said to have told lawmakers to let Obasa return because the political price for his removal could potentially outweigh the benefits of punishing him and his excesses, which bordered mainly on corruption and abuse of office. The president, this is a quote that is unconfirmed anyway, the president had sent instruction that we should start preparing to let him come back, said a senior Lagos politician who participated in a series of meetings over the weekend, and he told the Guardian newspaper. The Miranda camp, however, issued a statement describing it as fake news aimed at distracting the new speaker. What do we believe here? There are even those unconfirmed reports that have said that the wife of the president does not like this whole Obasa thing, that it was messy. But what do we believe? Who do we believe? Do you think maybe we underestimated Obasa a bit too early? Could he still have some skin in the game? Let's move away from that. Let's go to the Premium Times newspaper. It's a full weekend, so give me some time, yes? Ebola, NCDC strengthens surveillance amidst Uganda outbreak. Let me give you some background, then I'll tell you what I think. This development follows a confirmed case of Sudan virus disease, a strain of Ebola virus reported in Uganda. The Nigeria Center for Control and Prevention, NCDC, has intensified its surveillance to prevent the potential Ebola outbreak in Nigeria. Now, the NCDC disclosed this in a statement yesterday, noting that it is working closely with relevant ministries, departments, and agencies and partners to enhance preparedness. The development follows a confirmed case of Sudan virus, a strain of Ebola reported in Uganda. The Premium Times newspaper earlier reported a case detected in a NASS at Mulago National Referral Hospital in Kampala, Uganda's capital. While no other health workers or patients have shown symptoms, at least 44 contacts, including healthcare and family members of the nurse who later died, are under close monitoring. So the nurse died. Okay. So here's what I think. Now, if you're following the reactions and the push, by the way, my girl Thames and my guy John Legend were supposed to have an event in Rwanda, in Kigali, I beg your pardon, sometime this month, and then John Legend was supposed to come to Lagos. They both cancelled that event because of the crisis in the DRC, which points fingers to Uganda and Rwanda, majorly sat on or seated at the helm of this issue. The fact that there's no water, there's no light, there's no food, and the people of Goma are suffering at the hands of M23 rebels who reportedly are under the command of the president of Rwanda. And so the whole world is speaking about this. And don't forget, the fingers are also pointing to Europe and America, to Britain. And while the whole world is, and this might be considered conspiracy theory or coincidence, while the whole world is speaking against Rwanda and the West for always having its hands in all of the turmoil and all of the killings and the destruction in Africa, boom, Ebola. What are we all talking about now? Ebola. Is DRC in the news still? Suppressed. Make of it what you will, but welcome to the big weekend. This is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and on WhatsApp. It's 08095975805. That's 08095975805. You can join the conversation via our phone lines. The mail line is down, so you'd have to bear with us and call 0201 465 7190. That's 0201 465 7190. Join the conversation. But before we go, let's talk PDP. We cannot not talk about PDP. The PDP crisis gets messier as NEC members berate Governors Forum. Don't forget, the Governors Forum had a meeting last week, almost the weekend in, I think, Delta State. And they threw their weight behind a certain faction. And this does not go well with the National Working Committee. Well, the governor of Zamfara State, who is a member of the National Executive Committee of the People's Democratic Party, has said that the PDP will come out stronger from the crisis. A member of the National Executive Committee of the People's Democratic Party, Umar Abdullahi, has berated the PDP Governors Forum for allegedly acting in a manner capable of exacerbating the crisis and over the position of the National Secretary. However, Governor Dauda Lawal of Zamfara State said the party's decision to back Sunday Okoye as National Secretary remained valid, noting that the party would come out stronger in its crisis. The PDP governors actually have thrown their weight behind Ude Okoye, where the National Working Committee is saying, it has to be the other guy. And you saw the fighting, the gbasgbos that happened right after the Deputy National Publicity Secretary was on the show saying that, they're stronger, they're going to come out of it, and gave us a few names who might be able to go up against Tinubu and Shetima. Here we go. to happen for the People's Democratic Party to get their acts together? I'd like to hear. 0201-465-7190. If you're watching us live on YouTube and Facebook, post your comments. I would like to read from you. And we have a poll up on our YouTube, which is asking, should INEC get 126 billion naira in a non-election year? Please go on our live feed on YouTube and vote. I'd like to hear from you. 0201-465-7190. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, good afternoon, Maryann. You have man on the line from the West.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Emmanuel. I can hear you. Emmanuel, are you there? Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry, Emmanuel. Sorry about that. Hello. Hello. Oh, my God. I think all the lines are down, no, because I can't even hear you guys when you call me. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, hello, Maryann.
Yes. Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling
Emmanuel. It's Emmanuel.
Okay, Emmanuel.
So on INEC issue is a straight no. And then for the issue of a PDP, in fact, I'm surprised that a man who contested for governor, you should resign from your position before you contest for governor. Because you did not win and because some people are head-bent on destroying the PDP, you came back to claim to be the secretary of the PDP. What if you won the governorship position? Will you be the governor and then still be the secretary of the PDP at the same time? I don't understand. Let me shout like Wiki. I don't understand the way some people do. Then for the issue of Rwanda, DR Congo, I'm very, very surprised, that the Congolese government, and the elites, can put their ass together and keep that country the richest country on the face of the earth. I don't really understand. There are ways to push Kagame and his M23 out,
Well, don't forget, the only persons or the only country that seems to be supporting the DRC right now is South Africa.
Yes, I know South Africa.
And a few of their soldiers have been killed so far. Now, again, I'm saying the conversation has moved from what's happening in the DRC to the fact that there's Ebola. So all of you, get ready to shut your borders.
When Ghana president goes to America, we should be treated equally. We have this. When Shetima go to Europe, we are also this thing. We are equal. We are whatever. This thing that is happening in Congo prove it that we are still under imperialism. We are still occupied, mentally. Because this is time for Africa to really say yes. We are Africans. We own the resources. We are the richest continent in Africa, in the world, and so on.
Okay.
So that's what do we see?
Thank you, Mano, for calling. I have to take other calls. Thank you so much for calling. I'd like to take one quick call before we go on a break. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Pastor Ladipo.
Go ahead, Pastor Ladipo.
I'm calling from Orile Gomo. Sorry, Gomo precisely. You see, PDP, let me talk about them. You see, greed is one big, major problem that is disturbing these Fourth Republic politicians. Many of them that are even professionals, they have stopped practicing. So they feel that if they are not on that seat, any political office, they are losing out. So for me, it's so painful. Then for DRC Congo, how I wish they can put their house in order. Okay. What Kagame is doing is not part of it.
We have to go on a break, Pastor Ladipo. Thank you so much for calling. We've got to go on a break. When we come back, it's still the big weekend on Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Turns your meals into a masterpiece.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste. Hey, come cook with Terra Cubes. Come cook with Terra.
In 1994, Sada Masali, a passionate pastry enthusiast, opened the doors to Chocolat Royal, a French patisserie with one simple goal: to bring joy to the neighborhood through the art of baking. Word spread quickly and the little bakery became a cherished part of the community. Chocolat Royal is where delicious memories are created, one pastry at a time. But it's not just about the sweets. It's about the people. It's about the friendships, the laughter, and the moments shared over a warm cup of coffee and a perfectly crafted croissant. To our dedicated team, past and present, thank you for your hard work, passion, and creativity. You've made Chocolat Royal a household name for sweetness and quality. Cheers to 30 years of creating delicious memories and many more to come.
Go for gold, Terra Gold Cube, the amazing seasoning cube. So when you're cooking your delicious meals, don't compromise. Go for gold.
Rich, consistent taste for cooking mouth-watering soups, stews, and jollof. Choose wisely. Choose Gold. Terra Gold Seasoning Cube.
One cube. Endless possibilities. Terra Gold.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Reason why over 1 million people tune into Hard Facts every day. We discuss in-depth stories with sources behind the facts.
The Lagos State High Court has convicted, suspended the Chicago certificate story. It's never going away, is it? Show with stories for the day.
You hear diverse voices and opinions.
And she was meeting her friend with her husband, knowing that.
You should not put happy because there is nothing to happy about.
Yeah, it's quite pathetic the way the country is going.
We distinguish each story accurately with analysis.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. It's still the big weekend. Hard Facts 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're looking at the big three stories, or rather, 4 big stories because it's the weekend into a brand new week. Shall I remind you what the stories are? Okay, with the Guardian newspaper here, we start with INEC. INEC is being accused of asking for excessive amounts of money in a non-election cycle year. Now, the Situation Room Nigeria is telling, or rather expressing concern over the recent demand by INEC for an increase in budgetary allocation from 40 billion naira to 126 billion naira in a non-election cycle year. And so we have polls up on Twitter, that's X, and on our YouTube Live. What do you think about the amount of money that INEC is asking for? Is it necessary? Is it outrageous? Or, really, we have 3 options, so go ahead and vote. Also from the big weekend, Obasa story. I'm not going to go through it again, but I'm just going to ask you, really, because we hear that the APC is divided over it. And there's so many rumors. Mr. President is saying push for him to come back because what we might lose might be more than what we might gain. Some people are saying even the president's wife has interest. So I'm asking, did we or could we have underestimated Obasa's skin in the game a bit too early? All right, let's talk about Ebola here. Yes, of course, the Ebola story is making us ask so many questions. Yes, all of a sudden, while we're pushing and asking questions about what's happening in the DRC and why fingers are being pointed to the West, or while fingers are being pointed to the West, boom, there's Ebola in Uganda. One of the people who have been accused of supporting the M23 fighters against the people of the DRC, especially in Goma. Don't forget the people in Goma right now have no water, they have no light, no food, and they're under intense pressure by M3 rebels who claim that they're fighting to destroy indigenous Hutsus. Don't forget, if you've read into what happened in Rwanda years ago, what was at the core of it is still this thing. But how do you have powers to go into another man's country to kill people who you think are a threat to you? And that's where everyone is asking, where's Felix Tshisekedi? Where is he as the president of the country? But hey, that's not my story. My big story is that there's a strain of Ebola in Uganda, a nurse has died, but all her family members are still alive and still on the watch. What are we all talking about today? Ebola and Uganda. Where's the DRC in this conversation? And on the PDP crisis, are you as tired as I am? Do you think that something will have to happen for the PDP to get its acts together? And what's that something? That's the question I'm asking. All right, so our general line is down, so you can call 0201 465 7190. That's 0201 465 7190. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point. Hello. I'm so sorry. Do call us back. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello. I am so sorry. I do not know what's going on with the lines, but just keep trying. You might be lucky. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello. Good afternoon, Maryann.
Yes.
I'm Emeka.
Emeka, go ahead, please.
God bless you. The issue of PDP, like somebody called earlier, advised them to sheath their swords. Let PDP save their personal interest. The madness is getting too much. If they want to win election, a house cannot divide. I want to win election. Number one. Then number two, the issue of Congo, apart from the Ebola crisis, not just Congo alone. Africans should be able to solve their problems because the madness is something else these days. And
but are Africans prioritizing their problems? Because all African countries have problems. If you check.
Yes, there was a time I listened to CSO again. Then the issue there is that African problems cannot be solved because the Europeans have hands, in African issue because of gold and oil and all that. So Africa have to take very, very careful to solve these issues. On the issue of INEC, 126 billion.
Your time is up. Your time is up, Emeka. Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you. God bless.
All right. I like it how we're very quick to blame outsiders. Yes, outsiders to be blamed. But there's that saying, maybe you will have it also in your language. That is the rat that's inside the house that calls the rats outside. They come, there's a gunje in the house. Let's go and So because you can't cut off the hand of Esau, if somebody what's the mother of Esau's name, did not say that cook this stew, go and give your father to eat it, and then put something on your skin so it will look like, come on now, guys. So Jacob was enabled by his mother. And then, of course, Esau is now angry that you took his birthright. But who invited Jacob to do all this mago-mago? Is his mother. Meaning that this thing happens inside your house. I'm saying all of these things to say, if Africans did not sell out, Europeans would not have the powers that they have, the audacity that they have in our continent. But you see, we'll keep complaining and say, yeah, some of us are even saying these Europeans, they left too early. That's why. That one used to make me want to hit my head on the wall. They left too early. They could have look at Kenya, that they stayed longer. What's happening in Kenya? Yeah. We are our own problem, and we cannot wait for the people who are causing problems to solve our problems. Anyway, there's Ebola. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Rapuchuku.
Rapuchuku,
I'm
please
calling
go ahead.
from Alimosha.
Go ahead.
Okay, good. Well, the issue of INEC, I still wonder, is our INEC always demanding a huge amount, billions, to conduct election? Money they will use to conduct election, even not up to that in other advanced countries, demanding it for local governments. Is our own INEC here, money, billions. I don't know.
But it costs money to conduct good elections, right?
It doesn't necessarily mean that we demand for rich money to conduct. You can still have what it takes to conduct good election. Okay. It's not billions. And for Obasa, former Speaker, Lagos House Assembly, he has fought like a man. I can tell him, let him relax and watch how it goes.
Okay. All right.
Then for Ebola, they should tell people what to do. The guidelines. I believe prevention is better than cure.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. Chineyanwa is calling us. Hello, Chineyanwa. I'm so sorry. Please call us back if you're able to do that. I don't know what's happening to the phone lines. Hello. Hello? Anybody home? I'm so sorry, but just keep calling. I want to go to WhatsApp quickly and read some of the messages, then I'll come back. Don't forget, we have a poll up on WhatsApp, on X, that's Twitter. I'm never not going to call it Twitter. And we have another poll up on our YouTube live. On YouTube, One Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on Facebook, One Nigeria Info FM. So go ahead and vote on that poll. But first, on X here, Joy Forever says, NCDC warning will not be taken serious until we have incidents. Now, the 126 billion is not only excessive but undeserved. We should have elections like USA. Major and midterm. Obasa is showing that he can't be sidelined. Let's see the collapse of the APC from the inside. PDP is not to be ruined but hijacked. Okay. All right. Thank you. I want to go ahead and read some of the messages that are coming in on WhatsApp. All right. This one's from Aderemi. He says, Northern Power seekers can only be... Aderemi, are you sure this message is for me? This message is not for me, okay? So I'm just going to move away from that. I'm not talking about Northern leaders. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann. Obasa's speakership has ended and INEC has ended. And on INEC... the INEC head is on serious because by now Nigerians ought to have I'm sure you mean an app that enables them to vote from home or their workplace. Okay. On Amechi and El Rufai's lamentations, I don't think I talked about that today though. But she says, I personally blame Amechi and El Rufai and co because they sold the party to APC in 2015 to remove Jonathan. Wike and Akpabio only pay back in 2023. If the two factions shun their ego, they may return in 2027. Okay, Victor, thank you for your message. Uche from Shango says, I pray to God Almighty, the PDP, to never put their house in order so that my great party, the APC, will grow straight to straight. Okay, I'm sure you mean strength to strength, but okay. Stephen Ijaniki says, African countries are yet to be truly independent. That's why we allow our continent to be devastated with very primitive wars in this century. It's clear Rwanda is being pushed by foreign powers to destabilize the Congo for the benefits of the Western powers. It's obvious that greed and timidity is just too much in the chromosomes of most Africans and so-called leaders, that the present crop of leaders we have are now just worse than what we had before independence era. It's just a pity, says Steve. Jaja here says, I don't understand. Are you people saying the INEC should not get paid for the good work they rendered to the man who they gave the presidency in 2023? We never see anything, he says. You guys. This one says, the ruling party is instrumental to the present crisis in the PDP. This is to weaken the opposition come 2027. Aziwaju from Owode. Okay, I'm sure you meant to type Aziwaju. But anyway, does this not say that? I mean, because if we're going to play that card that, the APC has a hand in it, it's because the APC saw an avenue, saw greedy people who would do anything for pay, anywhere belly-faced politicians, stomach infrastructure politicians in the PDP. That's why they created a leeway for this kind of destruction to happen. So that means that the PDP in itself has people who are not trustworthy at the highest of all the offices, because it's not a small boy. Is it some floor member that will be causing destruction at the helm of the affairs, at the level of the party leadership, at the level of the BOT, the National Working Committee? Really? So does it mean that the people even within the PDP are not trustworthy? Like I said, it's the rat that is inside that tells the rats outside that it's a gunjeo. Come, let's chop. Ayodele here says, we need to have unified elections. Wasting money on elections that will be rigged is not economical. Obasa is gone as a speaker for good. He's only first among equals. NCDC reporting Ebola should be a serious concern. We don't have border control. We should watch it. PDP is a sheep without shepherd. Don't forget the phone lines are still open. 0201 465 7190. That's 0201 465 7190. Unfortunately, that's the only line that you can call because all our other lines are down and we're trying to get our tech guys to work on it. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I hear you, Obi. Go ahead.
My name is NCDC.
NCDC,
From
go ahead.
Uganda.
All right.
Maryann, if for me, I'm speaking for myself, I'm speaking for NCDC. If for me, I would ask Nigeria, so our voice should go once. Let INEC use that money. Let Nigeria government use that money to pay subsidy for us for that money they will use for election. Next 2027.
Elections have to hold, sir. I'm sorry. No. NCDC, because you are one person, you also can't. The constitution is constitution. We have to have elections.
I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah. I'm even saying that, even speaking for yourself, it doesn't work.
I'm a Nigerian citizen.
Yeah, but it doesn't change the constitution. It doesn't.
That money is too much. Let them use that money for another thing. Because me individually already know who is going to win.
NCDC, but elections have to hold every 4 years.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
NCDC, please.
Nigeria.
I know. Take it easy. Drink some water. Drink some water. You'll be fine. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. There's so much drama on the radio. I love it. I live for this. Call 0201-465-7190. That's the line that's working. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello, anybody home? Hello? Anybody home? Sorry about this, guys. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Miriam.
Yes.
Good afternoon. This is Godwin from Otta.
Go ahead, Godwin.
Yeah, for Obasa, let me speak like a politician. I'm assuring you that Obasa is not coming back. Why
How are you assuring me when you are not a member of the APC, or you are not a member of the House of Assembly, or you are not even in the presidency? How can you assure me?
Okay, what I'm assuring you is that there was a news that come out that when he came back from the traveling, that he went to Abuja, that he see Mr. President before coming back to Lagos. But the latest news that I heard is that when he gets to Abuja, that he did not see that Mr. President did not want to see him. So anything that make the Jagaban to close down on him and to close down any politician without coming to see him, as long as that person is in Abuja, there's no way that we make him to. There's no way that Mr. President will allow you to come back.
All right, but again, I can assure you that you were not there, so this is speculation. But thank you very much for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello, anybody home? Sorry, guys. Just keep calling the female line 0201-465-7190. That's the line that works for now. We're hoping that the other lines can come back on while we're working on that. But we're live on YouTube. Nigeria Info FM. Go ahead and post your comments, and we have a poll up asking you if INEC should get 126 billion as opposed to 40 billion in the budget in a non-election year. Is it too excessive? Are you saying yes because elections need planning, or maybe because if you say maybe, then it means there has to be some level of transparency, but have we ever gotten any level of transparency from INEC is the other question. So go ahead and vote. We are live on YouTube, and if you're watching, post your comments on the live stream. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Robert.
Go ahead, Robert.
Pastor Robert. Obasa should not come back home. Obasa should not, because the story will not be straight. Somebody that was impeached, on what basis is he coming back? I don't know.
Yeah, but he wasn't impeached. I think I have told you guys that over and over on this show. He was removed. You can't impeach a speaker. You impeach governors and presidents.
He was removed. He was what? You said he was impeached or removed?
He was removed, not impeached.
Oh, what about the two-third majority according to...
He was removed. You cannot impeach a speaker.
Okay, they just single-handedly remove him. I say, okay, go, we don't want it again.
Robert, your time is up. I'm trying to educate you. You're there running around in circles. You cannot impeach a speaker. You can remove a speaker. You only impeach governors and presidents. I think I brought a lawyer here to explain that to you guys. But you have coconut head, Robert. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. All right, it's good that you fired yourself because you left your radio on. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Hard Facts. Can you hear me?
Hello, good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
Happy New Month.
Same to you. Oh, was that a thing?
Yeah, okay. As for Obasa, he has been removed. Yes, whether he was removed or impeached. It's just
I'm still going to correct you so you don't use it on this show. He was removed.
Yes, we will not say that he has been impeached, but he was removed. We agree to that, yes.
Yes.
But the point is that he should not come back in any way because he will hit up the policy more. That is the policy of Lagos State. And peradventure,
is it your polity? Is it your polity? If they hit it up, is it your hitting?
Yes, as far as
okay. If Obasa was removed based on fraudulent activities and mismanagement, why is the EFCC not on his case? Why are we not investigating this issue? I mean, because this is a big issue. The EFCC can't tell us that they don't know about it.
We have not come to that at the moment. Later, it will come to that. But now they are just trying to know whether he was properly removed or not. Just like
no, it was done properly. It was properly done.
He was properly removed. So for them to now say that he will come back, it will create problem among the APC people in Lagos, and that will not be okay. Let the sleeping dog lie and let Obasa take his fate. He may come back some other time in the next election as an ordinary member of the House, and then from there he may go for speakership, or he may even go for another position. If they so much like him, they will give him another position. But for now, please let it be that he's totally removed.
Okay.
Then for the INEC...
No, your time is up. I'm so sorry. Your time is up. Thank you very much for calling. I just want to... let me clear my throat very well. I should have done this at the beginning because some people had threatened me that Arsenal will not be able to beat Man City. How many did we give them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On behalf of me and my constituents, all the Arsenal people. Yes, so I know some of you, the bad belly people, are saying that you're celebrating as if you won trophy. Can you win Man City 5-1? Excuse you. So on behalf of me, Sheriff, Ufoma, and the rest of us that's wear that red jersey, congratulations to us all. If we pain you, go and drink ice water. Congratulations to Arsenal. They crushed Man City 5-1. I should have said that when we started. Welcome to Hard Facts. Are you there? That's the Man City caller. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Bad belly people. Okay.
No, I know it's bad belly. I say Osheun. Thank you very much.
Okay. I thought you were saying
now.
Up Gunners, please.
Gunners for life. Yeah. As for Obasa, it's not coming back. What is that?
How do you know this? Do you own a crystal bulb? How are you supposed to know this?
No, the guy threw a lot of jabs, and the jabs, the thing hit president now. The president collects, so you can't expect someone that said he said a lot. So I think that the what he said really affects was the reason he was removed. From my own angle, from where I'm seeing it from, that was the reason he was removed. I don't think the guy is coming back.
Okay, all right, Olawale, thank you very much for calling. Oganogie here on X says, Maryann, INEC needs more than what is budgeted for them. Do you know what it costs? Do you know that it costs more to do a hatchet job than the ideal job? 2023 elections was a hatchet job. The Italian mafias would be envious, he says. Wow, Ogane, you are mean. All right, let me read some more messages because I have just 5 minutes and I want to do justice to the guys on WhatsApp, okay? Someone here says, Larry, yes, so up Gunners. What can I say? What can I say? Someone here says, even during the slave trade era, it was a black man that was catching his fellow black brothers to the shores while European slave buyers waited at the seashores, waiting for the slaves to be brought to them. As for the road accidents, I don't think we're talking about road accidents right now, okay? But yeah, we're going to be talking about it on the 4 o'clock hour. He says traveling in Nigeria is like a soldier going to war zone. Nigerians are dying every day like animals, and he says why. This one says, Maryann, mark my words, any request put forward by INEC must be granted. Payback time, Mahmoud Yakub did. I don't understand. You people really don't like this guy. This one says, please let Tinubu's government and APC leave this country alone. They don't have anything to offer us. Blessing from Oshodi. On Rwanda-Congo case, if this Ebola case is part of the what if this Ebola case is part of the war? I honestly feel that Obasa would not rest. I suspect that man has some strings he will try to pull. On INEC, that body needs reformation, and it's sad. Olumuyiwa, thank you. This one here says, good afternoon, Maryann. We're concerned on the issue of Ebola concerning the its emergence in 2014. How the NCDC sensitized Nigerians so it does not surprise the nation again. On INEC's 126 billion naira for off-cycle elections, this figure is outrageous. How much will they require for the general elections then? Peter, thank you. Obasa should stop crying, Jare. He has been part of the structure that has been serving other people breakfast for years, including Ambode and Kufuriji. He can't reach in turn. He started to cry like baby. Please spare us the crying and go and carry across with GSC. Sugar. Y'all are mean, very mean. Okay, let's move on to some more messages. This one here says the PDP has been nursing tigers and rode on the back of tigers for a very long time. And now the tigers are saying we want you to be in our stomachs until they tame the likes of Wike and bring them to the level of the PDP. It shall never stand. The ruling party have taken full advantage of the untamed tigers, and they're using the tigers to terrorize the PDP. It's really sad that we don't have true Democrats in Nigeria. It's really a shame for the so-called giant of Africa. Steve. This one says, congrats to all Man U fans. All Ghana fans. I wanted to say, what Man U, Blues, and Never Walk Alone could not do, Gunners did it. Okay, I can take one quick call and then we'll wrap things up here. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann Okon. Being a Ghana fan is the problem I have with you.
I beg. Please let the love die here. Let it die here because I will not be associated with you.
That's just my problem, honestly.
It is your, thank God it's your problem. It's not my problem.
I just want to say hi.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Are you there?
Yeah, good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Barnabas. I'm calling from Bariga.
Go ahead, please.
So you just celebrate mediocrity, Abi?
Hey, keep your mouth shut there, please. Don't talk to me like that.
You celebrate mediocrity. Don't make you win.
Excuse me. Can you not talk to us like that? What's your team say?
Okay, quick one on Obasa. Make Obasa no cry foul. He was there, just like the other guy said. He was there when they start Kuporiji and Ambode and the like. So make him just take it in good faith.
Okay.
Enjoy your day, Maryann.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. You guys are a great sport. We've got to go for the break at the bottom of the hour. The news comes up at the top of the hour. And of course, on the other side of the clock, road safety is here. Every question you have, they're going to answer it. But they're on a sensitization and you need to pay attention. So get those questions ready, your comments ready. Road safety will be joining us. When we go on the break and come back, I might be able to read a few more messages, then we wrap things up. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Maryann Okon. Don't forget, we still have a poll up on X and on our YouTube Live. Go and vote. Should INEC be getting 126 billion naira for off-cycle elections in a non-election year? Because these are just, this is just an umbrella. Should they be getting that much money?
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey. And when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of NASS seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of NASS cubes. Today, eat for good.
normal for this country. Everything just cash, even cash.
KC, I don't define you for shops since morning. Why you dey this kind queue?
Jojo, na cash I want collect since morning.
Cash? Why?
I know one waiting happen for 1672 happen again. Today, I must collect correct naira note for hand.
KC, cash day everywhere for bank, ATM, POS agent, and if you want run and cashlessly, you fit use mobile app, internet banking, ATM, POS, USSD, QR code, and other options them.
Dudu, you sure?
I beg you, make we dey go. Your customers they shop they wait for you. See, the cash where you define for Sokoto, is there for your Sokoto. You don't understand? Country people, money na money. Spend them, collect them, no hold them, no panic. Cash day everywhere. This message now from Bankers Committee.
Mom's love is pure. It's so she does. Mom's special jollof. It's a smile on your face. Mom's love is right. Cheers you up. Mom's tasty stew. Nourishes the family. Golden Terra oil. Tasty. Golden Terra oil. Nourishing. Golden Terra oil. Golden Terra soya oil.
Golden Terra oil helps Mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family. Golden Terra oil. Pour pure love.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
All right, we're back. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I have just 2 minutes. I want to quickly read some messages on WhatsApp because I cannot take any more calls. I'm so sorry. This one says, not by defeating Manchester City, but winning trophies. Stop it. We will win. We will win. Leave us alone. Why are you bad belly people? Lucky, leave us alone. This one says, INEC is the most corrupt institution in Nigeria. God... blessing. It's okay, I know, but we can't use such messages on air. Okay, easy. This one says it's a real hard fact to Arsenal beats City 5-1. Maryann, are you Arsenal? Yes. What do you mean by that? Is that a question? Today we are enjoying ourselves and we are rejoicing because we win. We win. See, Man City has been beating people for a long time. Now they are collecting basketballs everywhere. So let us also milk it. You understand me? Me, Sheriff, and Informer, we're going to have a party after my show in the newsroom. So it will be peppering people. All right, the news comes up at the top of the hour. I've got to go for this break now. Of course, on the other side of the clock, we're going to be joined by road safety officials as we talk about their sensitization program. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Maryann Okon, thanking you for being part of this segment. We'll be back after the break.
Comes power.
We give you more power with information.
99.3
Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Allow us to save you the stress.
Count on us for your daily dose of information and current affairs.
You ask for it, the conversation, and more. On Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Nigeria Info, your number one for news. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.